Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So we have successfully implemented the first iteration of our agentic system where we have in previous video we have successfully completed a title generator agent, and I have asked you to generate a description generator agent on your own because the code will be similar. The only difference thing will be prompt. So I will show you this code shortly in very fast. And today we will be implementing the iteration 2 where we will be adding a reviewer layer. So hopefully it will be only one video, and I am thinking of creating only one reviewer, and it will act as both title as well as description reviewer based on the situations. So that is something that I am thinking of. So just to first we will see the demo, how it will look like after implementing the whole system, like after generating the title, after generating the description, how the current flow looks like. So let's get started. So first I want to show you the modification in code that I have made. So I have modified this line here, which is similar to the title generator step. And the next thing that I have changed is in the title generator step itself. Sorry, not in title generator, but the description step itself, where I have updated, where I have added all these things. The code is exactly similar to the title generator agent. The only difference is in the prompts, if you see carefully. So this is the thing. Now what I will be doing is I will be running this code once so that we know that it works. Now I will run this code and let's wait for execution to complete. So magenta color is for the description generator agent and green is for the title generator. So it has generated this title, AI YouTube automation part 1 video to audio conversion, and it has created this description. So it works. So now what we will be doing is we will be adding a reviewer which will be reviewing the system, which will be reviewing the response that is generated by this description generator agent and by this description and title generator agent, and basically reviewing them and giving them feedbacks if needed, otherwise passing it. So let's get started. So the first thing that I am thinking of doing is we already have the context here, so we have to emit one event. So let's emit an event. So context. Okay, before that I have to create a reviewer step. Let's create one reviewer step. Add class, call it let's say it is public, and now we will be copying everything from title generator step. So the first thing, it should be inherited from kernel process step. Okay, what I will do is I will just copy everything, and then we will see what is needed and what is not. So here we go. Let's copy the diagnostic messages also. Call this a reviewer step. We will be updating this prompt for chat history, but everything will be a bit similar. Just let's remove this part. Okay, now the transcription model will not work, as I am thinking of creating only one reviewer for both title and description. So what I will be doing is I will be creating a new model for this, a new helper model, which will contain a type and the description or title it has generated along with transcription. So as we already have the transcription model, so we will inheriting that in our new model. So let's create one class which let's call it reviewer helper model. Let's call it that. Add class. Okay, and I will inherit this from description model, maybe. What is that called? Transcription model, sorry. And once transcription model is created, I will be adding two things here, which is public string type. Here I am thinking of passing two types. One is of course title and other one is description type. And another thing that I will be passing here, it's data. I mean, whether it is title or description itself. So yeah, type and description. Now, as we now have type and description with us, let's make these nullable so that it will not shout on us. Okay, so now we will be using this reviewer helper model here in our reviewer step. So it will be okay. Reviewer helper model, and let's call it as same. Now what I want to do is reviewing, let's call this reviewing, and I will pass here a type which is I will get from reviewer helper model dot type, just for our sake. And so we are passing a transcription. Then what we want to pass is prompt if any. Okay, let's keep it as here. I don't see it being used in the near future, but it's good to have maybe. Next thing, I want to pass it a generated title or description. So let's add it. Here is generated let's call it a reviewer model. Here is generated reviewer model dot data. What is the parameter name that I have given it? Not description, I want it to be data. Okay, here is a generated, and I have to also pass its type here. So reviewer model dot type, and I will write a message here. No, I will say please review. Okay, now so we have kind of created our, it shouldn't be generate title, it should be review. So now we have kind of created our reviewing step here. So we have added all the required messages, though we have to add the first important prompt here, but let's wait for that for now. Then we are having agent, then we are having a response, and then we are logging that response. Now we somehow have to call this review model or reviewer step from our description generator step and title generator step. So we will be doing that today. So for that, let's go to the title generated first and let's emit an event from here. So context dot emit event async and pass a process ID here. I will be keeping this dynamic so I can basically emit. Hmm, let's just emit a review ID review. And once I emit this, then I have to pass the data. Now let's think of it, which data I need to pass. First of all, I need to pass a type. So let's new review helper model, and there I have to pass a type. Is it not type? What it is? It is type. Why is it not giving me that? Okay, let's call as this is a title. So title, and the next thing that I want to pass is the response that it has given me. So it will be a title response. So that is data in my case. So response from my agent, and I have to probably pass it to string, right? Plus I have to also pass it a transcription. Transcription model dot, let's call it transcription. Okay, I think this is it. What it is complaining? Let's see if it is showing some quick fix. Oh, I have to await it. I think that is what it is complaining about. Yeah. So now we have emitted one event. Like this, we will emit a similar event through our description generator step. Where is it? Hmm. Let's emit a same event, and instead of title here, I will say description, and I think this is it. So now we have emitted a event. Now we have to consume that event in our process. So if we go to the process, then the event are emitted from two different steps. So first of the step is, okay, so I have to create one step here. Let's create it. Review step. Okay, and now What I want to do is, once I received an event from title generator step dot on event, and event ID will be, what was the event ID? Review. I want to send this event to, yes, new review step. Along with it, I want to pass it a parameter. So where is my review step now? Reviewer helper model. Got it. Reviewer helper model does not exist in given context. Yeah, it should be string. So now, after generating a title, I am sending the event to the review step. I want to do the same thing after generating the description. Okay. So I think this should be it. No, we have to also give the prompt to our review step. So let me get back to you after reviewing the prompt. So just wait. So guys, with help of ChatGPT, I have created one prompt here. So actually I already have the rough idea what kind of prompt do I want, but I always write it with help of ChatGPT so that it is clear for the code. And in this prompt, the response that I am expecting is in the JSON format. So that's why I have provided it how I am expecting the JSON. It's not enough. We have to provide some more uh, execution settings for it, and we will be providing it into the code. But for now, let's copy this prompt. Okay. And sorry, paste it in our chat history. Let's remove this. I think this should be it. I think I should clean this code. Just a moment. Just a moment, guys. It is a bit more difficult than I thought. Oh, what is happening? Okay. I think there will be more better way to pass this, but okay, we will be working with this for now. So this is the prompt that I have provided. So this is what I want my reviewer to do, but this is not exactly enough. Why? Because, let's wait a moment, I will show you. One correction, guys. We have to label it as parameter name, because by default the second parameter that we pass here is a function name. This is generally used when there are multiple function in the same step. So yeah, we have to label it as parameter name for now. So please fix this. Okay, so I will run this code now. I want to show you something that even though we are expecting a JSON out of it, it will not be exactly a JSON. So title is generated, description is generated, and currently it is reviewing title and description. So it has reviewed them and it have passed one of those, failed one of those. So it is happening basically at runtime. It is also providing some suggestion based on that, if it is failed, why it is failed, and all that stuff. So for now, we are not focusing on looping it back to the title or review generator. But now what I want to do is I want to process this JSON. And it's not easy for now because even though it seems like JSON, but it is just a text and nothing else. So what I have to do is I have to create a prompt execution setting and provide it to the review step that the response that we are expecting from this agent is a JSON. So for that we need to create one variable which is Gemini prompt execution settings. So private read only Gemini prompt execution setting, this one, let's call it settings. Let's initialize this here. Settings is equal to new setting, and we have to set a response mime type. Okay, I have not explored this one yet. Okay, I think it is more related to Open API schema. But for now, I want this response mime type, which I am expecting it to be application JSON slash JSON. What is it saying? Let's suppress 070 also. Okay, so we have pass application JSON here. And now if I run this, okay, first we have to pass it along to our chat. Okay, so now if I run this and if I have to show you the difference, so now if you see, this is clear cut JSON that it has returned me in the response. So this time it has passed both. So well, so this is how we have created a reviewer agent, though the part where we are looping it back to our title agent in case if it is fail is remaining. But let's conclude this video here. We will do that in the next part. Thank you guys. Please stay tuned, subscribe, like this video.